Oh, this is good. Would you discipline your children using corporal punishment? I mean, this is a good question. God. So it was mostly if we said bad words or were disrespectful. Soap, straight.
Yeah, and it's also because of their parents. Our parents are parenting based on how they were parented.
The other time I was thinking, how is it possible for parents to be able to have like 5-7 kids?
So you or your significant other becomes pregnant and they approach you about an abortion. What would be your response?
Oh la la. This is supposed to be date night questions.
It's when you've had a couple of drinks and you're being deep.
I mean, this is a good question.
Today we're having a very beautiful, flabbergasting people around.
Is that a compliment?
I love that. I'm taking
I
it.
don't use that word negatively.
No, I'm taking that. I like that.
Tarnishing people around the house. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Hi, my name's Reina. I'm a Capricorn and I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah.
And this is...
Hi, I'm Leia. I'm a Leo. And yeah, hi, welcome.
And today we are having an interesting convo. I'll call it a card convo. A card convo, we are having cards where we are going to be picking one card and asking questions over the group. And thank you for tuning in. You're such an amazing person and you're not here by mistake, you're here by choice. So you are one of the people that we want you to be here. And make sure other people see this video. And make sure you watch with the hand and see the experience of having friends around. I have something new at the end to introduce. Come with us. So, hi guys.
Hi.
Should I usher you in?
Yes.
Yeah, so as they always say, ladies first. What end do you think is the right end to start the card from?
I can start. I'll put myself forward to start.
Okay. Let's go.
So I'll pick it.
Yeah. What?
Ooh.
I don't wanna. It looks so long.
So I'll read it. Itasoma kwanza.
Yeah.
When was the last time you had a serious disagreement with someone and how did you resolve it? I want to ask you, Museo,
Yeah.
because I'd want to know about you as well. How do you solve disagreements?
Oh my God.
It's not nice being on the receiving end.
Yeah.
The student has become the teacher.
Yeah. I'm scared of what will be the outcome of the argument because the other day, back to 2018, 2019, I was battling with violence. So any argument would end up on violence. So I've been battling with it for quite a while. So in an argument, I will always choose to be the someone that I will walk. When you're in an argument, when all of you are here, there's no results.
Yeah.
Someone has to be here for you to hear this one. So most of the time, let's say, let me give you for instance of a relationship. When you're in a relationship, you're arguing with your partner and all of you are in the same angle of argument. There's no solution that will come out of it. So you have to downgrade yourself for you to get a solution. Yeah.
It's very mature. Actually, you're like a teacher.
Yeah, you should be a teacher.
You're recruiting me.
Come join the dark side. Yeah.
What do you think of you?
What about you, Leia?
Oh, you know what I'm like. I'm terrible. I keep saying this, but I am a typical Leo. You argue with me and I find it very hard to keep my mouth shut. The problem is very similar to you. If it gets to that point where the argument is an actual argument, I can become quite violent, and that's not nice. I'm very nice.
She is. It's true, she is.
I'm really kind. But
And you have a lot of patience.
But when you poke me, then I will fight back, and I don't hold back. But that doesn't mean that I swear or anything like that. But I will find my revenge. Yeah, what would you be like?
Me?
So I've never really seen you that
I
angry.
don't disagree with people. I just ghost.
You do, you're right.
I just ghost. I just leave.
You don't even get angry though. You don't even get to that stage.
Because I think for me, like when I'm really annoyed or aggravated by somebody, I have so many unkind words up here. But one of my principles in life is like, when you say something, you can never take it back.
Yeah.
Words are like toothpaste. You
can't return it back.
Yeah, you can't return it back. So I just say nothing. I say nothing, and I just think it in my head. And if I think it's so serious, I can't. Most times I just ghost. I just leave.
Oh, this is good.
Okay.
Oh, well, is it good? It's not good.
Interesting
but
conversation.
So it's definitely an interesting one. So did you receive beatings or whippings as a kid? Would you discipline your children using corporal punishment? Why or why not? This is supposed to be date night questions.
It's when you've had a couple of drinks and you're being deep.
I mean, this is a good question. So yeah, what would you say? Do you agree with it?
Hey, is that an answer?
I
or a
know,
question?
right? That's I think it's the new watoto wa CBC hawajachapwa. Yeah.
I think for me,
every other Kenyan has been beaten as a kid.
I think for me, I will not go. My pain is not someone else's pain. I don't have to carry on that pain to another generation.
Yeah.
So I will want to like check. I will want to like see things on a different angle, in a point where if I beat him or her right now, what about tomorrow? What am I doing?
What about when they get bigger than you?
Yeah. Will they? You can create your own hatred through your children because of how you treat them. Because right now the world is changing so fast, and if you don't transform with the world, you will remain behind.
Absolutely.
You're going to be in a very dangerous position.
Yeah.
So what I will say is, don't do what happened to you to other person. Try to think on a different angle.
Well, like two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah.
In this specific arena,
Yeah.
God. So it was mostly if we said bad words or were disrespectful, soap straight in the mouth.
Really?
As in soap would be moved around. You'd be literally eating the soap.
I think that's a good idea.
That was a punishment. My dad with my brother, it would be over his
Laps.
and then I'm so glad he never did that to me. And I didn't get that because I was a girl.
Me?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, my parents did corporal punishment when I was a kid. And it's interesting because my dad recently, when I say recently, I mean like within the past 2 years, we were having a conversation, we were driving, and he said sorry. And I was like, why are you saying sorry? He said, I'm sorry for like beating you when you were a kid. Like that wasn't... if I could do it again, I wouldn't do it like that. My mom is very different. My mom doesn't never say sorry. She has no regrets in life. She takes no prisoners. But I think for me, because when you use corporal punishment, you're ruling by fear. And so the negative side effect of that is that when your kids are older, they will fear being able to tell you things and that they're struggling with things. And I think if I was to be a parent, I don't have the wish to be, but if I was, I wouldn't.
You don't want your kids to be afraid of you.
I wouldn't, because I want you to be able to come and tell me things. I don't want you to be afraid to tell me things. And I think that's because for me, one of the biggest obstacles with my parents is fear. And it's fear of what they think of me, fear of how they perceive me, fear of bringing them shame, all these things. And I think that there just simply has to be another way to raise kids. And that's not saying we have to do gentle parenting all the time, but I think maybe there's something to be said about respecting the child and not using physical punishment.
The other time I was thinking, how is it possible for parents to be able to have like 5-7 kids and be able to like satisfy all of them? Compared to me, I'm just in a single bed sitter somewhere. I am not in control of my bed sitter. It's either I can't pay the bills of water, I can't pay electricity.
Wi-Fi,
I'm like, please show us your ways. What did you guys do that you're able to satisfy all 7 kids or 5 or 4 or 2, and you're able to like, yes, plus the bills?
I think it's one of those things that you don't know that you can do it until you have to do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's for everything we do in life. There's people that probably look at you and don't understand how you are able to do all the things that you're doing with your life.
Yeah.
Same with you.
Yeah.
You know, where did you learn to videograph? Where did you learn to talk to people the way you talk? And you never know until you have to do it. And I think parenting is very much like that. There's no rule book, which is why it's tough. As a parent, you can be blamed for a lot. No, I do.
Okay, wait.
But
there's no manual, but there's loads of blogs.
Well, there's
loads
also
of books.
human decency, and
There's loads of information nowadays that you can rely on.
I completely agree with that. I think that's why we forgive our parents for having done certain things, because they came from a different generation where there wasn't that knowledge. And I love that your parents have opened up to you about that and been like, if I could do it again, I wouldn't do it this way.
Yeah, and it's also because of their parents. Our parents are parenting based on how they were parented. You see,
That's very
so
true.
I can't. I think for me, I don't hold so much blame on my parents for beating me as a kid, because for them that's what was shown to them.
It was normal.
It was normal, and so they were doing what they were shown. Yeah. Question?
We could talk about this for hours. Next question.
Let me go.
Oh, he goes quiet and smiles like that.
So this question is very simple, but it's a bit emotional. When was the last time you cried and why?
I actually have a positive one.
Oh, go on.
So
Yes. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Last week I was on the way to meet my mum, and we were about to spend a week together. And at this point, I'd left my job, I'd moved out of the place I was living in, and I just started crying in the Uber. And I was crying. And in my head, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that I had this dream to come and live in Kenya and work in Kenya. And I did it. And now it's kind of towards the end. And I was just feeling like, just so many emotions. Yeah, so overwhelmed and just so proud of myself for believing in what I wanted to do and for achieving my vision, and just thinking of all the challenges that I've faced here and overcome, and the ways that I've grown as a human being. And I was just like, I love my life. My life is so amazing.
I love
So
that.
happy. So I was so happy that I was crying. And I'm sure the Uber driver was like, that's a weird
The tears were like out of happiness and pride.
Yeah, so it was a
I feel-
happy cry.
I feel like hugging you right now.
It was a very happy cry. Thank you. Yeah, it was a very happy cry. So that's my answer.
No, I remember you telling me about that, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. Those tears were
Yes.
good. You needed to do that.
I can imagine the Uber guy.
Yeah.
Sema huyo amevunjwa roho in Nairobi.
I was like, it could not be more different.
Yeah.
It could not be more different.
Una in Nairobi amevunjwa moyo sana. Ameamua tu akuje ku break down hapa. Now you choose my car where to break down to.
Yeah. I bought him a soda though, because we're driving from Lavington to Thika.
Yeah.
Like all that way. So I bought him a soda. I was like, here, have a soda so you can
You can
Also
have
enjoy the drive.
enjoy and continue judging.
just continue driving.
Well, he would have been
Driving.
judging. He would have had a great story to tell.
Yeah. But you know
Guess what
that guy has a
happened
very
today?
he has a very crazy story about that day. What about you, Leah?
No, I'm going to throw it back to you, because I think it's really interesting to hear about boys crying. It's something that's not encouraged. Well, it is normal, but it's not encouraged and it's not considered normal. And I'm hoping that we are moving forwards in this world where we're allowing men to
Everyone
cry.
cries,
So,
yeah.
do you feel comfortable? Ooh, is it you're passing it back?
Deflecting.
If you don't feel comfortable, I understand.
I've grown in a home where a man is not supposed to cry. My dad suffered with some things, but as he was suffering with them, he was always saying, "A man don't cry." Even the last time he left, after he passed away, he was asking me, "Why are you crying?" Because a man is not
Hey.
supposed to cry.
Pull it.
So, I grew knowing I am not supposed to cry. No matter how difficult situation can become, no matter how deeply I want to cry, but I cannot cry because...
Do you think that will change in time now that we are talking more about men being allowed to do that?
Me getting to that point where I can cry, I need to trust you more than I
What about on
trusted
your
my
own?
dad.
Could
And
you cry on your own, in your room, completely on your own? You wouldn't even allow that?
Yeah, because I'm still trying to battle with that. Because back of my mind, I still have that word. A man is not supposed to cry.
You hear your parents.
Yeah.
And it's powerful. That sentence is very powerful.
Yeah.
And I don't mean powerful as in correct. I just mean as in
It has a strong word.
Yeah, it has a lot of meaning because that's what the rhetoric has been for so long. Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
So the last time I cried was when I saw things not working for me. It was hard for me. Like, I'm giving all my best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm not seeing the results.
Yeah.
Were you able to share that moment with anyone?
I'm able. Also, this is what I'm doing. I've been like sitting in my room the whole night, the whole day, doing edits. You're posting the video, you are the only person who watching your own videos. So, what am I not doing right? Or what should I do so that I improve the game? I just saw like I have to maybe dig in and improve in this. So now this is what
I don't think it's about improving, it's about grit and it's about never giving up. But I find it very interesting that you both mention moments of wanting to cry because things felt so bad. And it's interesting that for you it was like a happy
Yes.
moment.
In that particular instance.
And I think for men, it's much more likely that you would ever want to cry or feel the need to when things are going badly. Because that's when your body is literally like, enough. The idea of crying through happiness, does that feel even more weird?
Okay. That's a nice question.
Is it though?
it's an interesting question.
It's a nice question based on the parts that you have to cry. And crying is not even one of my narratives. It will not even be part of my, you get? Sure, if someone will ask me in an ear, how often did you pronounce the word cry? Trust you me, in a scale of 1 to 10, it will be 0.1. I've never even uttered that word since this year came, like since we started this year.
It's not even something you think about. It's
It has never even crossed my mind. But I was, the other time, I think it was not long ago, I think coming almost last month, I was somewhere thinking where I was thinking about the things that are happening in my life, how God has given me an opportunity to be this fluent. I can remember when back then, the person I was and then the person I am right now, I felt like...
So it was a happy
it was like,
realization.
I was so happy for everything that is happening because things are happening so fast. My school was not there for me to like teach me how to speak English, how to be fluent, how to know how to have communication with people. I had to find it on my own.
And you have found it.
Yeah, I had to find it for my own. My teacher of English could not even attend classes like the whole term, and you have to have your exams. It's a local school, it's a public school, so you expect people from the village. So you're not interacting with people that will build you in a position where you'll deal with the international people. So you are dealing with people that are putting you in the same flat base. It's like going to a market where people are selling tomatoes. You find everyone is selling tomato. The difference is this is selling tatu kumi, this is selling ine kumi.
It is, but I love that analogy actually.
Yeah. You all have the same idea. The idea that you have, it's all based on one thing. You're not outspoken. You don't know how to interact because everyone is struggling with the same. Yeah, that's something that I'll say.
It's really interesting. And thank you again for sharing.
Thank you for sharing.
That's really personal.
Yeah.
Made me feel a bit emotional.
Don't worry. Yeah. It's your turn.
next.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Please.
Okay, so you or your significant other becomes pregnant and they approach you about an abortion. What would be your response?
Oh la la.
I think that's not my question.
Is that a
Your
rogue?
significant other approaches you. If someone doesn't want that for their life, I think like just
Don't do it.
Don't take it on. If you know you can't do it, don't take it on. I think it's interesting because in different parts of the world, people have more privileges than others in terms of they can choose that I don't want to take on this pregnancy, I don't want to take on this journey. And they can follow through with that. In other places in the world, it's a lot more difficult because of a lot of different pressures. But I actually have a friend who recently, this happened to them. And we had a very candid conversation. And I told her, if you feel you cannot do this and you don't want to do this, then don't feel like you're being selfish for not going on with this. Like, because also like her boyfriend is supportive and everything, and I told her as much as your boyfriend is supportive and what have you, at the end of the day you're the one who's the mother, you're the one who has to breastfeed, you're the one who will end up changing the nappies, the pampers the most, you're the one who has to be there all the time, and so you really have to put yourself first, because one thing in this world, you don't get a medal for being a mom. Mothers are the most underappreciated people in the world. So if you don't want to do it, don't feel selfish for wanting to not do it. That's what I would say. Yeah.
The only thing I can add is that it's our body.
Yeah.
You want to have an abortion, have an abortion. I know that it's very different depending on where you are in the world, culturally, religiously, society-wise. But for me, the final say is it's your body.
Yeah.
You know, you cannot be forced. Pregnancy is not easy. It's one of the hardest things that anyone goes through.
Yeah.
Not just the pregnancy, actually giving
Being a
birth.
mother. Yeah.
People in this world are still dying from giving birth. We're not. This is not a rodeo. Like, so if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I don't even think it's a discussion. If anyone comes to me and says that, I will just be like, okay, what do you want me to do?
Yeah,
What
how
do
can I
you
support
need
you?
from me?
Yeah.
And I will make sure that I do that for you.
Yeah.
I'm not here to talk you out of it or tell you that you're doing the right thing. No.
Because I won't offer to raise your child. Quite frankly,
It's
I will
your
not.
body.
I will not. Yeah.
And no offense, I think for some men, sometimes they don't realise that. You know, you're not the one going through that massive bodily upheaval. And also the connection that you have with that child growing inside you. So I think a lot of people go, well, I'll just, give it up for adoption. It's not that simple. When you've had something growing inside of you and you give birth to it, the connection you have with that baby is... You can't explain it. So... sometimes the only thing that you can do for your own sanity, for your own welfare, is to have that abortion. This is dangerous ground again.
No,
I feel like we're touching
I think there's loads of people that would watch this and be like, yeah, but the Bible says this and the other, religious, But I want to ask those people, okay, yeah, fine, the Bible advocates against abortion perhaps, but then what does the church do to actually give single mothers proper support, like actual support, tangible support?
But you just said it there as well. Single mothers. Why is the dad not being held accountable for that as well? Yeah. And a lot of the time when a woman wants to have an abortion or whatever, a lot of the time it is because they don't have a supportive father around
the picture.
or so. You don't consider an abortion for no reason. A lot of the time it's because you know that the person you're with either is not responsible enough and will not be able to support you or is already left. And as the one holding that baby, growing it, giving birth to it, all of a sudden you're the one left with that responsibility entirely. And that's not fair. And I'm sure if men got pregnant,
oh my God,
abortion
this would not even be a
rates,
question.
abortion
It
rates
wouldn't
would be
a
through the
question.
roof.
It wouldn't be a question. If men were the ones who were pregnant and women were the men, it wouldn't even be a question. You could just go here to the petrol station and have an abortion and you just continue your life. If it was the other way around.
If it was men, yeah.
If it was the other way around, yeah.
Maybe we need to talk to the seahorses. The seahorses would have a very interesting
conversation.
Yeah. Have you ever blown up, called or a text repeatedly without getting a response? Someone's phone before? If so, what was your reason?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, well, I had that with probably why I'm still single 15 years later, actually. Yeah, no, you're laughing and I'm laughing, but it was actually quite traumatic. But yeah, so it was someone that I was with for a very, very long time. And he he was obviously cheating on me. So what he would do is he would put his mobile phone inside a crisp packet. You know, like where you get crisps. Those
The
aluminium,
chips.
like the aluminium packets.
Oh, yeah.
So if you put your phone inside one of those, it
Yeah.
loses connection. Something to do with the aluminium.
Wow.
What do you mean?
Imagine
Yeah.
those great necks just
I
not
know.
to receive your call.
Anyway, I
Oh,
knew that's what
even-
he was doing because he'd spoken about it in the past. Like he'd done that in the past for another ex-girlfriend. Anyway, we'd been together about 11 years. And I remember one night he did that. So his phone just kept going to answer machine and I just lost my mind. I was calling like, da, 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 da. I must have called him maybe 500 times. Like a slurry of text messages. And then finally, after about 6 hours, oh, my phone was dead. It was a complete lie. I knew he was cheating on me and I was like, I've caught you out. So your phone dead for 6 hours? Come on.
Buy a charger.
You're telling me you've not put your phone on charge for 6 hours. Like, you're lying to me. And the reason I kept calling and calling was because every time I called and you didn't answer, it was another confirmation. I was getting closer and closer to admitting to myself that you were up to no good. And since then, I don't think I've ever called anyone more than once. You don't answer the first time, you are dead to me.
DTM. Yeah.
I will never call you twice.
Yeah.
I will never even text you twice.
So there was someone, when I first came to Nairobi, I was like on the apps, I was dating. And there was someone we really clicked. We had really good energy together. And we went on a date, it was fabulous. And then we then would like call and text like often. We'd
Often,
call
yeah.
every day. Like it was good
Good
communication.
vibes, yeah.
And one time we were like, I'd come home from work and it was like maybe 4 p.m. And I was like, oh, I need to go and do something, but like let's call later at like 7. So we agreed what time we would call. And later in the day. And that time came and I called them and they didn't pick up. And I was like, okay. So I waited 10 minutes and I called them again. And then I waited 5 minutes and I was like, okay, you know what, let me just call like loads of times. So I called their WhatsApp number.
That always works, right?
Their Safaricom number. I called them on Instagram and I was texting, I was messaging, I was texting, calling. I had like 25 calls in total to them, be that on Instagram, WhatsApp, or just normal Safaricom line. And I don't remember what reason they gave for not picking up the phone. And I don't even know. I feel like
Were they freaked
it reaches
out?
a point, no. Well, they didn't tell me if they were, but like when you do that to someone, you're like in a psychotic. You're not thinking properly. You're
Well,
like,
no.
I need to keep calling. If I call this time,
Oh,
it
totally.
will reach.
You've lost your
Yeah,
mind.
you're like, oh yeah, if I call this time, this is the call
Let's
that's gonna
try
go
again.
through. Yeah, and it's like gambling almost. It's like you're in your head.
But it's also you trying to prove to yourself more and more like, okay, but I haven't tried this number.
I haven't
Let me
tried
try it this way.
time. Okay, maybe they're done
Okay.
now. Maybe they're free now.
Maybe they're in hospital.
Anyway.
Maybe they got hit by a car.
Maybe. Needless
A
to
lot
say,
of maybe.
Needless to say,
Exactly.
by the time the following week came, we had like split up. Like, yeah. So that ended there. And that's the, oh my God, that's the first and last time I will ever do that. Now I've learnt my lesson. I've done it. I've crossed it off my bucket list of my 20s. Calling someone 20 times and they're not picking up the phone. So I'm never doing that again.
Do you do that often as boys?
When we're in love with people, we get mad.
Well, of
We
course.
lost it.
Love is madness.
We lost it. I remember there was a time I was talking to someone. I was not talking to them actually. This was a very weird situation. I go outside and then I meet someone. I meet someone with someone. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Like I meet Mexican with a shorty, with a
Yes.
girl.
Yes.
And then Mexican girls comes to me.
Yeah.
I know Mexican.
Yep.
He comes to me and he's like, "Hi, you look nice. Nini, can we change numbers?" I'm like, Mexican is my guy. I can't change numbers with you. He finds a way. He gets my number. Then she texts me. I don't reply. She texts me. I don't reply. She texts me. I don't reply.
So she's the one reaching out.
So she texts are compiling to 14 texts, and then I replied. And then
You did.
I replied
See,
eventually.
most normal people would be like, block.
No, I
that's
don't.
weird.
I don't believe on blocking. I don't believe on blocking because you don't know where your opportunity will come from.
Exactly.
So I didn't block. I saved her number and then I decided I'll be a status viewer. She was so persistent. Let me tell you, she was so persistent. She will call. She will do every sort of things.
But
And-
didn't you tell him when you like, listen, your mate is
I'm
like...
using an example of him, but it wasn't.
Oh, it
him.
wasn't you?
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
So I went to that
If
guy.
it was him, I don't think we would be sat here all together right now.
I don't believe if for me, this is me. I don't believe like girl can break man. Like relationship can make my friendship with a man to be destroyed because of a girl.
That's important.
Yeah, I don't believe on that. So I went to this guy, told him, "Hey, the girl that you're with, is this your girlfriend?" Said like, "I want her to be my girl." And I was like, "Yeah, chonjo, but see, I'm very open.
Yeah.
I want you to see how the calls Nini." I said, "We are still in a talking stage. If you're interested, you can go on." I said, "I'm not interested in a relationship."
I just want to let you know.
Yeah. I'm just telling you because you're my friend.
Yeah.
I don't want it to come to a situation where you'll say, "I'm a bad person, I'm a bad friend."
Yeah.
I said, "Thanks."
Did she leave you alone?
Who? It gets to a time, she get persistent for like 2 months and then we stopped talking to other guy. He started talking to me and then we made it clear. We meet with the both parties and then I wanted us to meet so we know what's going on between the parties.
Yeah.
So the girl asked the guy, "Are we in a relationship with you? Yes or no?" Just straight like that. I was like, "Oh, okay, that was so straight."
No, this girl's not an idiot. I have to give her that. She's not an idiot.
Yeah.
Sounds psychotic.
She's clever.
Yeah, and the guy said no. You see? And then she said, "You see?" I said, "Okay. Okay, why not?"
Oh,
You're
so
fine.
wait a minute, you did? You then ended up dating?
Yeah, we dated for like the shortest time.
Oh my god, this is so weird.
The-
Like a
that
girl
was
would
my
be like,
shortest
no, no,
relationship.
no.
This is the difference between men and women, I think.
That was my
Did you not realise she's a little bit...
Crazy.
No, that was my shortest relationship because I'm so observant with some things specifically.
Yeah.
There's some specific things I
Yeah.
look to. So she asked me, we go out. We went out, got food and stuff. And then I was asking her about herself and she was so being secretive. That was my last time being in a relationship. It was that short. Because how we can't be in a relationship, but there's how you're not being transparent.
Transparent.
Yeah.
You're not being honest.
So that was my shortest relationship.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay, the last question and then we wrap it out.
Okay, let's go.
How will you tend to your mental health?
Alcohol.
Okay. I like that. Going back. You're reminding yourself tomorrow.
I just feel like...
Shut. I had the answer to that. Pick me. Yeah.
I have to be honest. Going out, having a few shots, drinking some wine. Yeah, what's yours? I know what yours is, but
For me, it's being creative. So
Yeah.
like sometimes I like to do watercolor painting, or maybe I have a scrapbook. So like I'll keep receipts or like leaflets, and then I'll cut them out and then draw pictures and put them in a book. Or even just like playing music. So just being creative. That's how I look after my mental health. Yeah.
For me, I think it's about being here. This is all about mental health for me, because I'm not this kind of a person that I open up to people. But I'm looking forward to be in a therapy session, like to be in a therapy session.
But this has been a kind of therapy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
questions we've been asking each other, and
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to be in a session with a professional.
Therapist.
careful
and-
what you wish for, because they make you talk about everything.
Yeah.
They make you
Literally
think.
things that you didn't even realize were in your mind.
I think even in our medical cover, we should cover that. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for this. Is our first time to have our.
Love
Convo.
these cards.
Yeah, Convo cards. You're such an amazing people. I'm looking forward to meet with you again and
Yes,
again
please.
and again.
Yes, please.
Not just one of you, but all of you in the future.
Well, we're
Yeah.
stuck together, so you can't
Yeah.
have just one of us.
Yeah.
One.
Yes, yeah.
It's too
Walk off. Buy one, get one free.
Yeah. Yeah, buy one, get one free. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you have learned something. Don't just watch video without getting the experience. Make sure some information are changing you. You don't have to go with everything. Just find that one thing that will drive you to the next level of your life. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video, share the video, and peace. I love you so much. I'm your host, Museo, in the house. As usual, happiness comes with Museo.